Halo Infinite's art style is beautiful, but in particular, the Forerunners are an area of the aesthetic that 343 absolutely nailed. During the last day of the flight, 343 opened up a Forerunner-themed map for us to play on, titled Behemoth. On some far-off halo in some forgotten corner of the Milky Way exists this map. It takes place in the shadow of a monolithic Forerunner structure that pierces through the sand, refusing to be drowned by the passage of time. One look at the metal shows the scars, rust, and age of this structure. It's been here a long time, before the human race was able to construct tools, and you get the vibe that it'll continue to exist long after we're gone. Upon entering the Forerunner monolith, sand and dust have already begun their work, settling and eating at the corners and grooves of the once beautiful metal. Light from the sun outside refracts off the sand and scatters a golden glow around the place, and when combined with the dim blue lights, this provides enough visibility for you to take in your surroundings. If we move to the bridge in the center of the map, a massive, seemingly bottomless chasm yawns up at us, threatening to swallow us whole if we misstep and plummet. A low, distant thunder echoes up the chasm, and upon looking down we can see electrical energy deep down the pit. This is curious. What's generating that energy down there? Well, upon leaving the monolith, a clearer picture begins to form. A Forerunner rail line of some kind stretches miles and miles from the base of this monolith, far into the desert and beyond. We can see similar Forerunner monoliths in the distance, and when getting a better look at the rail line, we can see the same electrical energy flowing and being passed from one monolith to the next, stretching high into the sky and seemingly running along the entire surface of the ring. We're all fighting each other under the shadow of some kind of massive grounding tower or energy generator. It's hard to tell, and sadly we may never know what this thing is, as the creators of this beautiful feat of engineering are long gone. Their work long outliving them, and surely outliving us too. Our bones will be claimed by the sand, lost to time like the ancients that came before us. But these towers will continue to stand tall in the blistering heat, metal blackening under the glare of the alien sun. The art direction of Behemoth is wonderful. The Forerunners mean a lot to me. Their brutalist, ancient, and holy architecture, the sense of abandonment and history, the monastic and religious atmosphere their creations generate. When the Reclaimer saga for Halo ditched the normal Forerunner art style for monster faces, floaty bit overload, clean, plasticky, and really ugly design choices that sometimes made me question what IP I was even playing, I felt like Halo had lost something really important. Now though, when I pick up a Forerunner weapon in Halo Infinite, and I'm able to recognize it as being a piece of Forerunner technology, designed in the same style as the structures around me, I feel overwhelmed with a sense of nostalgia and wonder. The heat waves, little robotic arms remind me of Sentinel drones. The geometric and brutalist design of the Cinder Shot makes me feel like I'm holding a miniaturized Forerunner hallway. This weapon honestly wouldn't look out of place in something like Halo Combat Evolved or Halo 3. The new Sentinel beam, while looking quite different from the old Sentinel beam, still quite confidently makes sure its redesign stays firmly rooted in that Forerunner art style, something I couldn't say for its Halo 5 brother. Halo Infinite is the first game in the series since Halo Reach that makes me want to get lost in the atmosphere of the Forerunner worlds on display. It makes me want to draw and memorize the details and styles of these pieces of Forerunner machinery. That old Forerunner magic is back. The artists, engineers, modelers, animators, and everyone responsible for bringing these locations and weapons to life deserve my undying thanks. A lot of work was poured into bringing this aesthetic design to life in 4K quality. This is a look and style that began its life in sub-HD with limited detail to work with, and instead of throwing it away in favor of something completely different, blood, sweat, and tears went into taking this old style of design, preserving it, and refining it. It's a timeless style that looks more and more beautiful as technology advances and Halo's visuals march ever onwards into the next generation of graphics. Halo Infinite might have my favorite Forerunner aesthetic in the series, and it's good. to have the Forerunners back in all of their glory. The Forerunners have returned, and I couldn't be any happier.